real quick shout out to Liz for making this awesome GIF for me. Thank you, Liz, and enjoy the video, guys. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to my Carnage Marauder guide series thingy that I've been having going on for quite a while now. First off, apologies for not putting up any videos for like over a month now. I was moving and the whole growing up thing, finding a job, all of that real life stuff that none of you are interested in, so that's the reason I wasn't able to play the game as much. And since I moved as well, my ping is now at like 500-ish, so I can't really play my Marauder at all. It's like a bloody pain playing a melee DPS at that ping, so that's the other reason you haven't seen many Star Wars videos from me. But regardless though, I've got quite a few requests on some kind of rotations, or how my UI is set up. So since I can't really show you any PvP content today, what I was going to do was show you a quick look at the rotations I normally use when I PvP, and as well as go over my keybinds really quickly. Well, as your money rotation, I'm going to show you the dummy real slowly here, partly due to my ping being so terrible, so you can see it really clearly, is after leap, pop a Gar and a Ravage, and as soon as Ravage ends, Force Scream. You see how that Force Scream didn't crit, but if you pull up a tree real quick, you can see that Blood Frenzy will always make your Force Scream crit, so this is a very important buff you need to look out for before you scream. You can get Blood Frenzy by just see any Atara bomb strike procs it, and it stays for 6 seconds, and at the end of it gives you 1 rage. So it's a very important buff to look for before you pop your scream, because let's see, it crits for like 3.2k, I guess, with no gore up, and with gore, oh shit, I messed it up, 4k. So you can see like there's a massive difference, like around 800 damage with that, but that was, I didn't even have my force lead bonus on that either, so it would have been much more higher. So priorities, always save your gore when you have Blood Frenzy up, so your scream will always crit. And even if maybe you're opening on someone with leap gore Ravage, sometimes you get lucky and the Ravage procs your Blood Frenzy, so then there's no issue there at all. So you can just follow up with that real quickly. And the other thing I wanted to put across was your Berserk skill. Let's read what it actually does. I know most of you know exactly what it does, but just for the sake of anyone who doesn't, I'm just going to read out what Berserk does in Tower form. It reduces the rage cost of Vicious Slash, Sweeping Slash, and Massacre by 1, and reduces their global cooldown by 0.5 seconds. What this means is, how, what a global cooldown basically is, like, once you use skill, there's like once a global cooldown on all your skills, it can't be used for 1.5 seconds, so it reduces that by half a second, so you can actually spam Massacre every second, and Massacre is the only thing I would recommend spamming, because if you look at the damage, it's 1.4 to 1.6k, and this is 1.6 to 1.9, but what Massacre also does is it gives you a free Atara Form Strike, which is, 479 to 546, but if you keep on smashing Vicious Slash, what you'll be missing out is like not only the 100% chance in proccing Atara Form already has an internal cooldown of 1.5 seconds, so if you proc Vicious Slash on the first one, there's no chance you'll proc anything on the second one, only on the third one you'll have a chance to proc another one again. So that's why I recommend spamming Massacre instead of Vicious Slash, because you get a 100% chance of Atara Form Strike as well, and Atara Form Strike crits like anywhere between 900 to 1000 with my gear, so which is really helpful, and I think terrible, probably be guys much faster than this, but a really good chunk of burst, especially when you have gore up, you can bring that movement really quickly. And the other thing that proccing Atara Form Strike does is it gives you a chance to make your next attack do 10% more damage, so again, that's the only reason I recommend spamming Massacre instead of Vicious Slash when you have Berserk up. But people do argue that, their argument mainly is like, over time, Vicious Slash and Massacre come up to be around the same damage, but what they don't realize is, Massacre is guaranteed, and it gives you, that buff that I mentioned. It has more chance to proc that buff as well, so in my opinion, burst-wise, I would recommend Massacre or Vicious Slash when you have Berserk up. And what else was brought up? Oh yeah, rage management. People keep wondering about rage management. Normally, what I'd recommend is, in any PvP situation, I'd always like to keep at least 3 rage on me, no matter what. Mainly because I won't be able to throw Clipping Throw when I want to control an enemy. So, just assuming I go from, you know, no rage, let me just dump rage real quick. So, this is what I do. No, prop that, then I do a Master Strike, mainly because I want my rage up, and, you know, if they try running, I want to be able to root them, so this is what I do if they try running. So, you know what I mean? That's how I match my rage, and then you see, battering assault comes out of cooldown quite fast with the reductions in the tree. Alright, so since we went over Berserk and Rage Management and all of that, I'm going to show you the rotations real quick. This one you've already seen before, which is your, you know, the famous Leap Gore Rabbit Scream combo, which, if you're lucky with crits, could potentially one-shot quite a few classes. But then again, it requires the other guy not to be paying attention for 3 seconds, which is quite common. I mean, you come across plenty of bads. I wouldn't recommend opening with that against any competent player, because they'll easily stop it, and, you know, you'll feel like an idiot for wasting cooldowns on that. The other thing, the safer rotation that I would highly recommend is your Leap, Gore, 1 Master, 2 Master, and 3. That's much more safer, because you're fully utilizing your Gore window of 4.5 seconds, getting 3 skills off, and 2 Massacres, you know, what it does is it gives you the Blood Frenzy buff, which makes your full scream automatic crit, as well as, you know, it has a good chance of propping execute, making full scream hit much harder. So, that's the one I would recommend. But of course, if you have better ping than this horrendous piece of shit, when I did have like around 60 to 70 MS, what I would used to do was actually pop Berserk, then Gore, and 3 Massacre Scream. This is much more risky, because you can pull it off, but you need to have very good ping to do it, because you need, yeah, and you have to have like really good responses. So it would be, I'm not even gonna bother. You know, I'm gonna try anyway. Let's see what happens. 3 Massacre Scream. Oh, I pulled it off. Barely, but I pulled it off. Okay, that was quite satisfying. So, you can see, with Berserk up, you can get 3 Massacres and Scream off at 400 MS. Quite impressive. But it should be much easier for you guys, if you have, you know, decent connection, so it should be completely fine. That's the other one, that's the other thing I use Berserk for, to get off that, triple Massacre Scream combo. And if you want to be like really masochistic, you could go for the, you know, the really hard to get 4 Massacre Scream. It is possible. I have done it twice in my entire lifetime. Not anymore, but it is possible to do 4 Massacre Scream. But, you know, there you go. You can try that out if you want to. And so basically, as stupid as that sounds, that's your rotation. Obviously you change it up, because depending on what class you fight, like, you know, if they pop a defensive cooldown, you know, pop your AoE mains, wait it out, come back in and kill them, etc, etc, etc. And also, Deadly Throw is a very important cooldown, because not only for control, as in, you know, if you're losing and you want some breathing room, gives you time to like get some space and either camo away or predation away, whatever you want to do. And as well as Obfuscate, never forget that, your instant melee killer. And as for some people asking me if I use Rupture, I don't. I do not use Rupture at all. The only time I'd ever use it is when I'm going up against a stealth and I don't want him to re-stealth, and it's kind of something you learn from practice, like, you know, it's like this little subtle giveaways when they kind of turn to their side and attempt running, you know they're gonna pop combat stealth, and that's when I normally pop Rupture to immediately bring them out. It'll take a while, but you guys should be able to figure it out soon enough, because most people, what they tend to do, stealth that is they want to get out of AoE range, the immediate AoE range, so they can stealth, and you can tell this, you know, if you're fighting one, you can see them, you know, suddenly budge when they're like getting almost dead and try to move to their left or right out of AoE range, and that's when you know they're gonna stealth, and that's when you pop your Rupture. You know, me talking about it, that's not going to really make much sense, but when service transfers do come out, I'm sure I'll be able to capture that in video and show you what I mean. Okay, so we covered rotation, and now I want to show you guys my keybinds. Someone brought up that why I have Smash over here at number 3. You know, why not replace that, since you don't really use Smash and sorry, Carnage spec. The reason I have it there is because, as I have to admit this. I used to play Rage when I first hit 50, and it's been like this since I hit 50, and it's been there always, and it's kind of. And after that, since I've been playing my Marauder so much, all the keys are in my muscle memory now, and I can't change it. If I change something, it immediately feels very weird to me, so I just leave it as it is, because anything I want to do, I don't have to look down and up. I don't have to, my fingers automatically go where I want them to. But what I'm going to quickly show you is how my finger placement goes. My thumb is over the C and V keys. As you can see, V is Unleash, and C is Saberwad. So, that's how, that's how it's always in all my characters. C is a defense pillar, and V is my CC breaker. Since you have a finger just dedicated to those two keys, it makes breaking CCs and, timing your defensive cooldowns, like, in case I break a hard stun just to pop a defensive cooldown, like, I'd go VC real quickly, and if they restun me, at least I have my defensive cooldown up, so I won't die as fast. And the other thing is having all your somewhat ranged moves on like, bound to one key, like you see Shift E is Deadly Throw and my execute is an Alt E. It kind of makes sense for me. If I need to kill someone at a range, I know exactly where to go. And the common thing, all my characters have their interrupt on Alt 3. I don't know why, since I think it's because I played Aeon so much. I kind of use the Alt modifier a lot. It's kind of used to it. I mean, people, like my friends keep telling me it's so weird that I use Alt instead of Shift, and I'm like, yeah, well, I can't change myself now, can I? But you guys are welcome to do whatever the hell you want, but I'm just going over my keybinds real quick. And 2 is Gore, and Control 2 is Ravage. This is kind of more of a flow thing, like, leap and use my, what's this finger called? Yeah, my middle finger for 2 and my little finger on Control, so it's like almost instantaneous, 2 and Control 2, so it happens in an instant. And since this is off global cooldown as well, I want it to go as fast as possible. And E is Massacre. The reason I have this on E is, I'll show you real quickly, because I can circle strafe the fuck out of people while spamming E. It's so comfy. Like, I don't have to do anything special, just circle strafe and... Oh yeah, there you go. You can do that so much more easier when it's on E. And why I circle strafe? Well, you'd be surprised how many retarded keyboard turners there are in Warzones, and when you circle strafe them, they can't get a skill off on you, and it's like a free kill. And it's kind of like practice from... Oh, shut the fuck up, you fucking droid. Okay, sorry. So yeah, circle strafing, the other thing you guys need to start doing, it's very easy to do. Basically what you go is whack the guy and start going to his side. If he turns towards you, use your mouse and your strafing key to strafe him. Once you practice that, it gets really easy. I mean, that's all you need to do. It's all about practice, practice, practice. And I guess that's about it for this guide. Sorry guys if you were expecting some form of PvP, but I honestly cannot do jack shit with this. But I did talk to BioWare last weekend or so, and they did say transfers are coming out somewhere in February, in which case I am actually going to Tomb of Freedom Nod. And I hope to see you guys in PvP when I get there, and thanks for watching guys, and if you like the content, please be sure to subscribe.